this segment, we wanted to talk a little bit about how important math is to making a quality financial decision when it comes to your money. So think back. We're going to go not like high school math, like geometry, trigonometry stuff, which I don't often use that in regular life, right? No, we're going to go back to like probably elementary school and talk about that kind of math. So don't get too intimidated about what we're going to talk about on this segment of the program, because it is very simple math, but it's important to follow the steps, right? You got to follow the steps when you're trying to use math to calculate things, because otherwise you could very easily get hoodwinked on what your return, and we use that term loosely because many in the industry unfortunately do, what your return is on the investment choices that you make. In this segment, we're going to go over a specific example that we saw just this past week and really use that to sort of underscore why it's so important to kind of understand how the math works. So again, math may not be your strong suit. Perhaps it comes easier for me. I guess that's a good thing because I'm kind of in this industry, so kind of deal with numbers and math. So, you would want it to come maybe a little bit easier for me. But the reality is, though, that we're talking about some basic understanding. We're not talking about calculus. We're not talking about trig. We're just division, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. That's all we're going to be talking about in terms of how to best figure that out. So here's the story. Someone came into the office for the very first time this past week. It's explaining to us that they had decided to take $250,000, so not an insignificant amount of money, and at age 70, they had proceeded to put it into this particular product that was going to guarantee them a guaranteed monthly income for a 15-year, for at least a 15-year certain period of time. I mean, obviously that might have some appeal, I guess, in today's world, particularly if you're, spending way too much time in media or social media or television or whatever the case may be, and just losing all perspective of kind of what's going on out there in the world at large. But so it's easy to look at a product like that and say, oh, that's, hey, that's a guarantee. I don't have to worry about anything.